James Cameron, the director of the movie Avatar: The Way of the Water, announced that the movie should be the 10th highest-grossing movie in the world in order to balance the profit and loss of the movie. This meant that the film had to make at least $1.5 million in order to avoid losses. Judging by the box office performance of the movie, it finally succeeded and the movie escaped loss. When people look at the box office performances of the movies, they compare them according to the budget of the movie, but they make a mistake in this regard. Now I will explain to you why a movie can make a loss even though its earnings exceed its budget. For example, let's consider why Black Adam made the movie hurt. The budget of this movie was around $230 million and it earned $391 million worldwide. For someone who does not understand this business, this film was supposed to bring profit to the producers, but it was announced that this film made a loss. So why does a movie make a loss even though its earnings exceed its budget? The budget of a movie is calculated according to how much it costs from shooting and final editing of the movie. Most of the time, players' salaries can also be included in this money, but this probability depends on the player's agreement. For example, a player might propose, the more profit the movie makes, the more money I want to make. In such a case, the budget of the film is exceeded and the rate of money given to the actors increases. The second and biggest reason for going out of the budget is distribution and advertising money. Sometimes movies have advertising and distribution fees as much as their budgets. For this reason, the film has to exceed at least twice the budget for it to make a profit. Since these are movies released around the world, they spend money to do a certain distribution and advertisement. For this reason, Avatar 2, which cost $750 million, needs to make at least $1.5 million so that the movie can make a profit. Also, of course, the interest used on the loan taken for the budget of the film has an effect on this double earnings rate. The logic used in these movie works is obvious. If you want the movie to be watched a lot, you may need to spend at least as much as the budget of the movie and advertise. That's why movies often seem like a huge gamble. The man can make a movie for $10 million, but he can't advertise well because his budget is low and he goes bankrupt after making $5 million. These are the simplest examples of the issues I have mentioned, and apart from these, the difference between budget and income can have consequences. In some companies, when there is not enough money to meet these $1 million, they can collect this money from banks. This money, which is used before the shooting of the movie begins, accumulates interest with the extended term until the release of the movie, and they may have to pay more than the budget. To give an example, Warner Brothers is one of the companies that will make a loss in 2023. They even hurt in a movie like Black Adam, and the James Gunn events hadn't happened yet when Black Adam was released. Now movies with such big budgets will be released and people who follow this universe are boycotting the company. Because the universe is resetting and that's why they're going to lie and try to keep the movies from hurting. For example, the company's stock values plummeted after they announced they were firing Henry Cavill. If you say that 4 movies that will be released will be put on Warner Brothers, we don't know. But we are sure that while such a big budget can shake even Marvel and Disney, I think it can also shake Warner Brothers. There is a lot of money going on, and there is both sinking and going up in these jobs. In fact, everything looks at people, and no company or player can survive unless people show demand. That's why big companies are trying to increase the number of digital platforms and attract monthly viewers. I hope it will be useful to those who are interested in the movies and who follow them. We will be very happy if you subscribe to our channel and like the video. Please don't forget to subscribe.